thermostat. It's not going to work anyways. Check 1, 2, 3. Hey, yeah. Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2.
Good morning. My name is Dr. Joanne Lynn. I'm the Associate Dean of Student Life, and I have the pleasure and privilege of welcoming our senior students, faculty, family, and friends to the OSU College of Medicine 2020 Match Day celebration. Usually, we're all in one place for this event, but circumstances find you spread out throughout the land, celebrating your matches with your closest loved ones. The match is medicine's own version of March Madness, a ceremony full of anticipation and excitement. Medical students across the entire country have navigated through a strenuous residency interview and match process that culminates at 12 noon today, when our future doctors simultaneously learn the location and specialty of their residency, the next chapter in their medical training. Now it is my pleasure to introduce our interim dean, Dr. James Rocco, a head and neck surgical oncologist and scientist who is a leading national authority on tumor heterogeneity, biomarkers of response, and targeted therapies for head and neck cancers. Dr. Rocco was recruited to Ohio State's James Cancer Hospital and Soloff Research Institute in 2015 to serve as the director of the Division of Head and Neck Oncology Surgery, the medical director of the Head and Neck Service Line, and director of the Head and Neck Disease-Specific Research Group. He holds the Mary E. and John W. Alford Cancer Chair of Research in Head and Neck Cancer. In 2017, Dr. Rocco was named chair of the Department of Otolaryngology, Head and Neck Surgery at Ohio State. And in December 2019, he became interim dean of the College of Medicine. Please join me in welcoming Dr. James Rocco to the podium.
Thank you, Dr. Lynn. So first of all, I'm delighted to be here as your interim dean to celebrate this momentous day with you. And today, you will join more than 40,000 medical students where you will spend the next 3 to 7 years training as residents. So first and foremost, I want to congratulate all of you and acknowledge all the hard work and efforts that you have been put in to arrive at this day. For most of you, it's been 12 years of academic achievement, late night studying, constant exams, and one high bar after another to climb over. I hope that today, as you reflect back on your decision to become a physician, that you recognize and appreciate what you have accomplished and all that you have gained during your medical school training. I'm so proud of all of you and am confident that you will have the necessary knowledge and skill and confidence to succeed as residents and beyond. Second, I want to thank your parents, grandparents, significant others, family members, friends, and peers who are watching with you right now and for supporting you throughout your education, and most importantly, during medical school. I'm sure they made this challenging road easier for you, and in so many different and important ways, they deserve your gratitude and your respect. If they were here today, I would ask you to stand up and clap for them, but obviously that's not going to happen. It's no surprise as we interact today through the web that this year, Match Day 2020, is different. The nearly 70-year-old tradition known affectionately as Match Day is normally a time of social celebration for medical students who eagerly tear open envelopes across the country, surrounded by peers and friends. Maybe hundreds of relatives and faculty members look on and cheer. Afterwards, perhaps you mingle with faculty, a special mentor, close peers. Hopefully, most of you share joy and perhaps a private tear of disappointment with friends around you to comfort you. Followed by the obligatory lunch or dinner out. Instead, our Match Day 2020 has been modified by a new word in the international lexicon: social distancing. So here we are today, like so many others across the country, having to change our behavior and our cherished traditions to flatten the curve and save lives. I understand that this is not fair, and you have my deepest empathy for the changes it's created today. But I also wish to make clear that this will not be the first time that you are going to be asked to sacrifice in your profession as a physician. It is what makes us, in my humble opinion, the most noble of professions and worthy of the esteem so many assign to us. Welcome to the club. Today, as you celebrate this milestone in your career in a flatten the curve way, you're also likely contemplating your own role in battling the COVID-19 pandemic now and in the future. I just want to remind you that currently many of you have volunteered for screening at OSU East, provide childcare and pet sitting for OSUMC residents, nurses, physicians, and staff. There are over 100 students doing this. Serving in a YMCA drive for collecting basic necessities and non-perishable food items for the homeless, and soon to be serving in our call center. Thank you, all of you, deeply for your efforts. I hope that by the time your residencies begin, just a few months from now, in late June or early July, COVID-19 will have peaked, and the infection will be on the way down. However, if the surge in cases continues, many of you will be on the front lines of this pandemic. Remember your training, use your knowledge and skills, be confident in your abilities, and be ready to act. Here at Ohio State, 184 students are matching today. Congratulations to all of you. Remember, no matter where your match takes you, it will be a wonderful opportunity to broaden the knowledge and skills you developed here at Ohio State. You have been trained by some of the best physicians and medical educators in the world. You are going to do great things, and I wish you all the best. So congrats to the Ohio State University College of Medicine class of 2020. I am now happy to introduce someone who probably needs no introduction, Dr. Dan Clinshot, Vice Dean of Education in the College of Medicine, Associate Vice President for Health Science Education, Chair of the Department of Biomedical Education and Anatomy, and Professor of Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation. In these roles, he oversees undergraduate and undergraduate medical education, continuing medical education, and graduate and research education. So welcome, Dan.
Good morning. It is still morning. So I come to you today with being both sad and happy. Sad, certainly because of how we find ourselves communicating today. There's nothing more wonderful than seeing the students in the audience once they open their envelopes. But I will tell you that the dean leadership, so myself, Dr. Lynn, and Dr. McAllister, on Thursday morning, took the time to go through the list pretty clearly to sort of see where students had matched. So, I really think that all of us would love to know after you receive your email what your thoughts are, especially those that we've worked with. We'd really just like to know what your thoughts are in regards to sort of where you're going to be practicing for the next several years. So what I'm supposed to do is to provide you with some statistics about the current match. And the current match, as Dr. Rocco said, we had 184 students who matched. But when you think nationally, although the statistics aren't out yet, there will be more than 40,000 applicants in this match for roughly around 33,000 positions. So you can see that sort of the odds are pretty staggering. Very staggering compared to when I went through the match. So when I went through the match, I guess I could tell you it was in 1988. And at that time, there was only 18,000 seniors going through the match. So it's quite different now. Although 184 of you matched, right, certainly the NRMP has the majority of where students match. But remember, there are other matching programs that students have already experienced. So we had several students who matched in the military match, or the urology match, or the ophthalmology match. We actually had one student who went through the Canadian match. So a very diverse and broad perspective. I was very proud to see that 24% of you, and I sort of expect this from your class. Your class, I sort of have a different relationship with your class. I think I've gotten to know many of you really well. I've gotten to know many of the couples really well. And 24% of you matched in top 25 institutions, which makes me personally very proud of each and every one of you. So here's some math. So we had 17 of you who matched in the couples match. So you may think, well, how does 17 match in the couples match? Well, so interestingly, the way that we actually had 3 students this year who couples matched with a student with their significant other who was in another institution. So if you think for those couples that are out there where you're both in the OSU senior class, that's complicated, but it's even more complicated when your significant other is coming from a different institution. Historically, couples have done really well in the match. They have a higher percentage match rate. There are many reasons why we think that might be, but that held this year in our class. So our couples did really well. All of the couples that entered the NRMP as a couple matched, and we were really, really very happy about that. So, locations. So for the class of 2020, you really matched broadly across the United States. We have students who matched from California to New York, from Minnesota to Texas. And we have 41% of you, 41% staying in the state of Ohio, with 36 of you staying here at Ohio State. And we're really, really happy about that. We know very specifically what good training you've had and really what good students you are and the skills and the knowledge that you've developed over the course of your 4 years. And we'll be proud to have you as part of the physician community here at Ohio State. So I normally put out a quiz now. So the second most common states, and it changes every year, it's kind of interesting. So the most common certainly is the state of Ohio, but the second most common is tied. So for California and New York. So 6% of the class actually matched in New York and 6% matched in California. And then 5% matched in Illinois and 5% in Pennsylvania. So what was the most popular specialty this year? So as it is most times, the most popular specialty was internal medicine, with 22% of you matching in internal medicine. 9% of the class matched in emergency medicine, and 9% of the class matched in family medicine, which I think is really exciting. And this year, 44% of you chose primary care specialties, which really is an area of need, and I certainly am proud of that. So in summary, I really am proud of all of the accomplishments that you have done, this class specifically. Even when you look at sort of the crisis that's going on, you have really stepped up and done some amazing things. And not only that, is you also have empathy for us, which is really in what we're trying to manage, and that's really significant. So very soon after today, actually, you're going to be starting to get a bunch of emails about registering for your credentialing, trying to do your credentialing paperwork at the healthcare institutions that you've matched at. You'll be getting paperwork to fill out for your state medical board applications, and it's an actual very busy time between now and the time very soon after graduation. And so what I ask you just to sort of remember as you're doing all of this busy work is to remember that you really have been trained well. If you're graduating from the Ohio State University College of Medicine, you have the skills and the knowledge to provide evidence-based, empathetic care. You have the skills to be leaders in medicine, and I trust that you'll do that, and I really have no doubt. So congratulations, and remember, please let us know what you think of your match. Thanks. I'm going to turn it back over to Dr. Lin.
And now I'd like to introduce Dr. Jennifer McAllister, who's our Associate Dean of Medical Education. For parents and friends, Dr. McAllister obtained her MD degree at West Virginia University School of Medicine, and then completed her training in internal medicine and fellowship training in pulmonary and critical care at Wake Forest School of Medicine. She has served in multiple educational roles here at Ohio State, including Vice Chair of Medical Education for the Department of Internal Medicine, and also as the Fellowship Director for Pulmonary and Critical Care Medicine here at OSU. And then this year she's joined us in the 155 suite to help lead the medical student curriculum. Can't think of a better partner to have in 155.
Good morning and congratulations, everybody. I'm sorry that we're not here in person to celebrate today, but please know that we couldn't be prouder of you and your accomplishments. Today marks an important milestone on your journey in the practice of medicine and the next important step in the development of your professional identity. Residency is going to be an amazing journey for you, filled with good friends, professional growth, and amazing opportunities. Congratulations again to you and your loved ones and those who have supported you along the way. We look forward to hearing from you as you celebrate your successes. Enjoy this moment and stay well. I also have the opportunity while I'm here at the podium to share some words from the president of the Medical Alumni Association, Dr. Deborah Venesey, who regrets that she couldn't be here today. So please allow me to share these words from Dr. Venesey. Dear fourth-year medical students and soon-to-be alumni, I am sad that I'm not able to celebrate with you on this important day, and I want you to know that your alumni community is thinking of you and your families during this important time in your education. Our alumni community has a tradition of excellence in patient care, medical education, and innovative research. In these unprecedented times, people are looking to the medical community for guidance now more than ever. We know that you take the responsibility seriously, and we know that you will represent the Ohio State University College of Medicine and our profession well. The Ohio State University College of Medicine Alumni Network congratulates you on this next step in your career. We anticipate welcoming you into the alumni network officially upon graduation, and I hope that you remain connected with us as you enter into your residency training. If there's support we can offer you during this time, please reach out to the alumni office and let them know how they can help. Please stay connected with us, and best of luck. OHIO. Go Bucks. Congratulations.
All right, thank you, Dr. McAllister. So normally at this point in the program, we ask the president of the senior class and the vice president of the senior class to come up and say a few words, and that's not possible to have those people here now live. Michelle Manos is in Chicago. You're a class president, and she's celebrating with her family. But I asked her to send a few words to share with the class. So she sent this to me, and I have her words. I can't have her voice, but I'll try. Dear friends and family, College of Medicine faculty and staff, and fellow members of the OSU College of Medicine class of 2020. Thank you to the College of Medicine for supporting and guiding us through these years and providing us the opportunity to pursue the goals that we have dreamt of. Thank you to the friends and families that have provided the constant love and support for all of us throughout this roller coaster ride and in helping us to turn our dreams into a reality. We couldn't have done it without you. As we begin this new chapter in our lives, we will all continue to need and appreciate this unconditional support. We've been fortunate enough to have such great mentors. Emulate them and strive to leave the impact on others that they have left on you. To my peers, thank you for always providing a pleasurable and unified environment despite the difficult moments, such as the fire alarm going off during our cardiopulmonary exam. You still all remember that, huh? And now COVID. Congratulations, class of 2020. I am excited to see where everyone ends up. Stay healthy and COVID-free. Love, Michelle. Okay. Thanks, Michelle, for sending that. So we have a little bit of time to kill, but see, I don't have my exact watch here. I always have a few comments, a few reminders to share, okay? One is that we'd really ask that you be sure and vote electronically for your class's Professor of the Year and the other Med 4 teaching awards. These awards are so important to the faculty and the house staff that receive them. And the email that we sent out this morning had a link to a survey so you can go and read the nominations and then vote. And we'll let you know what the results are next week, probably. I'm looking at Stacy Drake, check on that. Okay. Also, if you haven't done so yet, I always remind you all to fill out the AAMC GQ, the graduation questionnaire. I think about half of you have done so far. And we need this information. We really value your thoughts and your feedback and your input about how we can improve our medical education program. It's hard. Our faculty and staff put in so much energy over the 4 years, engaging with you and delivering this program, and it's really hard for them not to have you here and be able to share in this face-to-face celebration. So I would ask that you please engage with the social media, including Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, the ones I don't even know about. And I would be really happy if you had special photos that you're taking, if you would send them to us, either send them to myself or Stacy Drake or someone, because we'd like to share those with our community here. Any other announcements? So I'll just say we're going to end up, with a few minutes that you're going to be able to share in anticipation with your loved ones. But a philosopher once said, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. But in the midst of so much uncertainty right now about what we're facing, we at the College of Medicine are certain that you are all well prepared for the next step in your training and for whatever comes, and we wish you all good luck today. We're so proud. Usually, now we'd ask you to come up and get your envelopes, okay? But instead, it's time for you to await an email from the National Residency Match Program or to log into their system. They've never had to deal with this. Normally, people are getting their envelopes, so it's not certain exactly how, if that'll be delays or anything as it comes out. But that's the way you'll get your information. We will make our usual envelopes and get them out to you eventually as a physical keepsake. Just know that we are all so proud and happy for you. And at 12 or so, here we'll sound a horn, but otherwise, you'll just have to wait for the NRMP. Love you all. OH! Congratulations. Okay, it's getting close now. A minute to go. I just wanted to say that if for some reason you don't get your emails from the NRMP or their whole system crashes and you can't get it, we are here, okay, at the college at 614-685-3059, or email me, and we will get you your result, because we know them all now. Stacy Drake's helped you so much in the process of, applying to ARIS and all of that. And so she's going to, blow the final horn in just a second here. And we hope that your email will come in a timely fashion. But if not,
Let us know.
let us know.
Waiting for my signal.
Let's go. Go. Hey! Hey!
I was waiting for a signal from somebody.